What's up, everybody? Welcome to Friday. We need a new thing. I can't be like it's the Nerd Den because that's kind of like lore games. I need to say something like the Nerd Den. No, yeah,
No.
no.
Yeah, nerd out with your dorks out.
Nerd out with your dorks out.
Adult fantasy, it's not what you think it is. It's exactly what you think it is.
Nerd out with your dorks out. I kind of like it, bro. I think
Yeah.
we might have to keep that for a minute.
I have never live streamed with you in my underwear before. I've never done it more than once. I've never done it more than once.
Exception. Yeah.
We should all stand up and show that we're wearing pants.
No.
I'm not.
Well, you're never on camera. We never know
Exactly.
what you're doing.
Avery's standing up right now.
Parts of me is standing up right now.
He's saluting you, Todd.
Oh, I'm really glad that. No, really, we're for everybody.
The greatest part is you invite us to do this. You know.
I know I'm a sucker for punishment. I really am.
Yeah.
I have no doubt that I'll pay for this one day.
Who put that background together? They did a great job.
Yeah, right. That was oh gosh, Dusty, please help me.
I think it was somebody who's moved on.
Yeah, I'll just say that because we can't remember their name.
Oh, that's sad.
It's beautiful. They did a wonderful job.
They did a wonderful job. Yes.
MK's like, where is this going? What's up, MK? How are you?
In the gutter.
What's up, Galaxy? What's up, Willie D? How you guys doing? Welcome. We got some good stuff. I'm actually finishing up a search on some artwork. There's a really good auction going on. It's a Grail auction, which is punishment. It's really punishing. It's really not something I should do, but I can't help but look at it because you get to see all the black and white art. And you also get to see all the stuff that you like really wish you could buy and you will never own. So, it's one of those kind of things. It's like, oh, that's amazing. Yeah, I wish I could own it. Ah, you never will. But that's okay. That's okay. We get to really cool, we get to really check it out, and it's really cool to see. And you get to see stuff from a new perspective that you would never see again before or since, because it's all the original artwork.
Yeah.
And go ahead. Yeah.
I was looking up original Mark Silvestri stuff last night, and I got I have to correct myself. It wasn't a mailbox that ate the guy. I mean that was.
I remember it as a mailbox.
No, it was a fire hydrant. The mailbox ate a person, and the Wolverine slashed it open.
It was the fire. It was the fire hydrant that was chasing the dog.
So you got to give some context for people that didn't see it last night.
Oh, we were talking about the Sid the Tower becoming demonic, and I was like, yeah, like Inferno, a mailbox beating the dog for peeing on, but it wasn't. It was a fire hydrant that became animated and was beating up the dog. And the mailbox ate a guy, like Wolverine slashed it open because everything was possessed.
You remember the scene with the Ghostbusters in it?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Not off the top.
Wait, what? Wait. Say this again.
Yeah, it was four. It was like three guys and a girl, and they were dressed as like Ghostbusters, had packs and everything.
Oh wow! I need to go back.
Yeah,
I need to find my actual issue.
This is in Ghostbusters?
Uncanny
Inferno.
X-Men.
Oh.
Yeah, Inferno,
It's the issue with Madeline Pryor, and it starts off with Madeline Pryor and Havoc dancing on in the ballroom of a skyscraper, and there's weird stuff going on, so the hotel or whatever called these paranormal investigators to come out. Ooh, scam call. Hold on a second.
Squirrel.
Hello?
Yeah, but I was looking at that era original art last night of Mark Silvestri. It's like, oh, it's so good.
He really is a genius, man.
So they get into the elevator, and then the elevator door closes, and it's got teeth in it. And that's the last
I remember now. Yeah,
that's the last you see of them.
Yep, I remember that now.
They were Ghostbuster ripoffs, but
yeah.
Oh,
I remember now.
Frank Frazetta. Jesus.
Ooh, Frazetta.
like sketches. God damn, that dude was a genius too.
Yes, he was.
Like a legitimate genius.
Have you ever seen that? It was like a documentary or something, but it was Frank Miller was at Robert Rodriguez's like museum or some shit that's like full of Frazetta originals.
Yeah. He's like a big Frazetta fan.
Who was this?
It was
Robert Rodriguez.
Robert
Oh, yeah.
Rodriguez. And and just watching Frank Miller's reaction to seeing these Frazettas in person and noticing details about the color and the brushstroke that you can't see.
Right, unless you
When
actually see it in
when
person.
you're looking at the reproductions, no matter what poster you've seen the painting or art book or cover or wherever you've seen it, because a lot of his paintings you've seen multiple times, multiple places.
Yeah.
He goes, there's things there in those originals that you've never noticed. And he's like, and like Frank Miller is straight up fanboying out.
That's really awesome.
Crazy.
What
He's like,
video was this?
It's maybe it's in one of those Frank Frazetta documentaries, like Painting with Fire. Maybe it was in that, but I don't remember where I saw it. But it's Frank Miller with Robert Rodriguez, and they're looking at all these original Frazetta paintings, and like Frank Miller's like, even like, look at the little red on her butt right there from riding the horse. And he's like noticing details he's never noticed in these paintings, and it's wonderful. It's just fantastic to watch someone I would fanboy or fangirl over the way them fangirl. Watch Frank Miller fangirl out.
You're the person you would fanboy out to is fanboying out to somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wicked. Yeah, that's so much fun.
I wonder if that is in Painting with Fire.
I don't know. I've certainly have never seen it. So
I know there's a Frank Frazetta documentary called Painting with Fire, I believe is the name of it. And I wonder if that's where I saw that. It was in that.
I don't think I've ever seen that. That sounds incredibly awesome, though.
Yeah. There's a bunch of Dale Keown's for sale. Oh,
all right, are you going to share with us or what?
Yeah. Just keep talking. I'm almost done with I select them out into tabs and shit. So it's like it takes a minute because it's a big auction and there's like a million good things tonight. So I'm trying to pick the best so that we can actually see it.
Yeah, Painting with Fire. It came out in 2003. You can watch it on Amazon Prime Video. I think you still have to pay for it. I'm not sure.
Andrew, how you doing, man? You feeling better from yesterday?
Oh yeah, much better.
Have we learned our lesson?
Should be feeling bad. I did survive doing my taxes today.
Oh, I do feel bad for you for that.
Yep. I actually had to pay this year, believe it or not. It was shocking.
That's cool. Is that good or not good?
Well, usually I get a little something back, but this year I had to pay a little bit.
Well, that's good. I mean, that means you're moving on up, right?
Yes.
Jim Lee. Did you know Jim Lee did the What the story?
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Oh, was it Jim Lee? He did the Akira spoof, the "I Hear Ya."
That's right.
Instead of he did that. I remember now.
I'm seeing someone's dumping a bunch of Jim Lees. There's a Rick Leonardi that's fucking sick. All right, we got some good stuff. Hold on, I'm almost done.
Yeah, it was like, "I Hear Ya." That one was Jim Lee. I think there's some other pinup bits by him.
Yeah. Oh fuck. Okay. Damn it.
Oh,
fuck. The other problem with doing this is you inevitably find something you just really, really want.
Uh-huh.
Right. Good stuff, man. There's actually some genuinely good stuff in here. Oh, that Heroes in Crisis thing is up for sale. The Clayman Heroes in Crisis.
The one where they all have PTSD.
Yeah. No, the cover that got like he got like semi-canceled over. Do you remember this? You'll recognize the image.
Yeah, once I see it.
Yeah. Is it Todd McFarlane Daredevil?
What?
It's terrible. Okay. I know this is really exciting, guys. But Andrew, how are you doing this week?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Looking forward to going to the store and trying to make some money this weekend.
Yeah, anything? Did you buy anything like new or special or anything?
Nah, nothing you guys would care about. Little stuff, little things.
Like what?
Couple bags of Happy Meal toys. Like I said, nothing you guys would be interested in.
I understand. I think that's pretty cool.
So,
Zach, how are you doing? How's your week been? Andrew's boring.
sorry, I can't. What am I here to entertain you?
You are, yes.
Well, I went for a walk on the beach with my girlfriend, and I went for a walk on the beach today.
That's a blessed life, man.
Yeah. Well, of course, it is spring break, so there's plenty to look at.
That's pretty awesome.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, the beach, you can keep it.
You're just like, screw the beach.
I got to put on the right hat. Sorry, guys.
That's okay. I know I'm really, really close, and I know you guys are waiting on me. And so I thought I would have time to I was like, oh, I'll just start early. And
You're just not close. I'm already finished.
You invited him.
I did. This is a crazy drop, man. There's like a million different pages. Like
Really?
usually
It's
it's pretty good, but this drop is a little nuts. It's really, really good. There's a lot of stuff, and I'm like, holy crap.
Oh, yeah.
So
You want me to share with you another short that I made that's going up in a few
do it.
days?
You know what? Do it. I'm almost done.
This
but
one-
do it.
I need to get your guys' professional opinion because I did not bleep it out. Any of what the guy said. I really didn't think it was that bad, but I don't know. It could be. I mean, saying hell, that's not really a bad word, is it?
Unless you're in my kid's kindergarten.
Yeah.
They say it on TV.
They say a lot of stuff on TV, don't they? All right, I'm going to
You
share
say
the
hell
video.
and damn.
Okay. This one's actually kind of funny. So I think, what is this scheduled? This is scheduled to go up the 29th. So you guys are getting a sneak preview of it. And it's actually a clip from a much longer video. But this one's actually really funny. So you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna call them back. I've still got some other questions I need answered. So
Go to hell. Go to hell. Just go to hell.
what?
Because you don't understand me. You don't understand me. Your
James.
behavior with our company is very rude.
James,
Your behavior is not good.
James, did you just tell me to go to hell?
No. Who told you?
Oh, I thought that's what you.
No.
It's a good thing I record all these
No.
calls.
It's your mistake.
It was my mistake. Okay, good, because I got really worried there. Maybe something was happening.
So just bear with me. I can solve to my technical team and they can cancel your service. Mr. Michael, go to hell. Okay? Go to hell.
Did you say go to hell? I think I heard that this time.
Yes.
You did. Okay.
Yes, go to hell.
Were you lying before when I asked you if you said go to hell and you said
Oh
no?
God, that's so awful, man.
When he said go to hell, I said, wait a minute, did you just say go to hell? He goes, no, I didn't say that. I'm like
think it's
rolling. I'm rolling. It's just so funny when I catch him doing stuff like that.
Well, they're just so. It's amazing how quick they go to like cussing you out. Like, It's like
And
they
he
have very
was-
short tempers or something. I
and
don't
he
know.
was very nice about it too, because that's the most offensive thing he said to me. But the funny part is that was actually like the 10th call that I had with the guy.
The
He
same
was
guy?
Yes, he was working very hard to convince me to send him my direct TV payment to a PO box in Rochester, New York. He worked me very. He tried to screw
Use
me
your
very
words.
very hard.
Use
Yeah.
your words carefully, sir.
Yep. That was maybe the 10th call I had with the guy. So.
Golly, man.
Yep.
I can't believe how many amazing pages this thing has. Like,
Oh my freaking God, we're gonna be here all night.
I know.
waiting on
I'm
Todd.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm telling you, I started like super early.
You know the
I
show
did. I
is
was like,
only a couple hours
I've been,
long.
I've been working on this for 30 minutes. I was like, oh, it's fine. I'll just do it. It usually takes me a few minutes. I've got so many tabs open that it's like tiny tabs, like little tiny. I don't even see an X. Okay, wait. I'm at the end. I got to Garfield. Jim Davis is usually the last. Okay, thank Jesus. We're done.
Close all the porn tabs and just.
No, I'm
keep up
not.
the
That's
good
for
stuff.
later, sir.
See, I know it.
All right. MK is like, oh, what auction? We just heritage. I like to share, like, anytime there's original art, I like to co-opt the show and do original art because it's just so cool. So here's what we're gonna do. There's a shit ton of it, so you guys just have to tell me what you want to enlarge and see. Okay?
Dude, this video guy, this guy on top of a train touches some wire above the train and just goes up in flames.
What are you watching?
Twitter.
That's a problem.
Why?
Dave Cockrum, Giant Size X-Men #1, story page number 23.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've been like, what are you talking about? Everything is fucking amazing. Look at that.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Like, that looks better than like anything you could have. Like, if you had seen the original comic, it doesn't do it justice.
Right? Like, look how good this is. He was a genius too. He never got the credit that this. He never got enough credit. Like, his rendering for what he was doing. Right?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So good, dude. All right, let's see.
35 current bid.
Just trying to see if I can. Is that how we did it?
Yep. Come on.
That's not my favorite, but it's nice.
Dale Keown.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Early Hulk. Look at those fingers.
I can do that.
I love his inks, dude. Look at those. I know he didn't ink this.
Did Doctor Strange invent the shocker?
Probably. What a cool cover, though. Look at that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's pretty wicked, man. Like, they had a cutout around the letters around his the arm and stuff.
Oh, jeez.
Dude, this is a great page. I don't care what you say.
It is. Oh, that is the most 90s thing I've ever seen.
Isn't it amazingly 90s? I stared at these. I'm not going to lie. I stared at these pages so hard.
Yeah. Dude, I bought all that stuff.
The New Mutants, man.
I wish I still had those New Mutants.
Oh, wow. That's a good one.
Right? McFarlane. Amazing Spider. Or this is Spider-Man.
I think we've actually seen this one in an auction before.
Maybe. It's quite possible. People flip them, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Look at that, though. And that's insane. It's just so good. Like, there's nothing there. It's just 3 bodies and, like, a bunch of, like, shrapnel. But it looks so good. There's so much motion to it. Right?
Yep.
He's just one of those guys. He kind of couldn't draw, but he made it work. You know what I mean?
It's fun. It's dynamic.
He was my all-time favorite artist, and then as an adult, I look back at it and I'm like, man, he was really kind of weak. But so was Frank Miller, right? Like Frank Miller, this is Frank Miller, Klaus Janson, Daredevil 179, right? Legendary Frank Miller, and like it's cool, but it's not like good drawing, right?
I've noticed that a lot of Frank Miller's action panels
Mhm.
are really close-ups of things happening, so you really don't see,
right.
you don't see somebody running across a room and punching somebody. You see them punching, and you see somebody go flying, and it's close-ups of the actions. It's very cinematic in that fact,
And he didn't have to, and it's smart because like he doesn't have to draw a Daredevil. He's just drawing the arm, right?
Yep.
Like there's not a lot there, but it's really cinematic, like you said, Andrew. But it's also not like look, even Daredevil's kind of outside of the panel here, but he didn't have to draw much.
It's everything you need to know and nothing you don't.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it work, is
Hey,
composition and storytelling.
What's up, KG? How are you doing? Galaxy says tiny tabs, my worst nightmare. It's really true.
Matt Wagner, he's not the most skilled artist you've ever seen.
Yeah.
But damn, his comics that he writes and draws are a good read.
Right?
They definitely can tell a story with panels.
Exactly. That's all that matters with the sequential art to me.
Dark Knight Returns.
Like all that is drawn good enough. It's
Yeah.
everything you need to know and nothing you don't, and everything works.
Well, this is when he mastered his own style on this book.
Yes.
Like he didn't want to draw this guy. He drew him like a cartoon, but it works. Right?
It's great.
It's awesome. And it's really like that quill pen and that brush. Like it's like that's a terrible hand. Right? But it totally works.
Mm-hmm.
And he knew enough. He was loose enough on his style. Like this is such a dramatic shot. Right? And you can kind of see what's happening, even though it's not exactly well drawn. Right?
I love it.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. It's really quick. Like there's kind of like what he does and what I try to do, but I fail miserably at it, as Avery can laugh at, is like he spends. I was reading an interview just last week. It's an old interview, but he draws. He takes forever to do his layouts and his drawing, even though they're kind of rough. Like he takes like 90% of his time is the layouts and drawing, and then he inks it as fast as he can. That's his whole thing. He's like, for this, he inked it as fast as he could.
Well, this was Klaus Janson.
Yeah. Well, part of it was. Some of this one was, yeah. But like in his normal stuff, like for Sin City, like he inks as fast as he can to keep the power. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the energy.
The energy of the line, yeah.
Yeah. That's where it really is. It's not about how well you can draw sometimes. It's about composition and storytelling.
Yeah.
If those two things are strong, your drawing only has to be good enough, and it translates to, wow, that looks awesome. That looks great.
I'm giving Galaxy Rider PTSD with the number of tabs she sees in my.
Oh shit!
I'm telling you, dude, this is a crazy fucking auction. I'm trying to be real. Like,
look at all this.
I love. So this is John Romita Sr. I love this old school top logo banner where it took like a third of the space.
Sure, it's great.
We might use that because that's such a cool.
We should.
It just like has a box.
I even saw a post by, I think it was Ethan or somebody posted today. You know how you put those things they used to put on the cover, like suddenly, like right there, suddenly the Smasher.
Yep, I love
it.
it.
Put these things on there to hype you up.
Yeah, it was
this
great.
issue, blah blah blah. And it was a whole post about that, and it had all these little examples. I was like, hey, we do that.
That's right. Look how good that dude. Like, look how like it's so like it's simply rendered, and the light is really good. This character looks so heavy.
Yeah, but he has those cartoony bubble muscles that aren't realistic.
Yeah,
but it doesn't matter. It still looks cool.
It's so good. It looks. It's just fluid and motion, and the line. It just
pops. But if you look at it, there's not there's not a lot of noodling.
No,
There's not a lot of crazy unnecessary detail.
I absolutely love how thick John Romita's lines were. Man.
Oh yeah, those brush lines.
Yeah.
Dude.
So I thought I was. This is before I realized how many there were. I was like, oh look, Superman #2. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm gonna go through these real quick. There's like
Yeah.
2 or 3 of them. Just because you always see Superman #1 and you kind of know what it looks like, but do you know what Superman #3 looks like? You know what I mean?
Mm.
This
Yeah,
is Superman
exactly.
2.
That's,
If
that's
it's
so it's only worth like 10 grand. I figured it'd be
no,
more.
no. This is current bid. This is gonna be worth tens of thousands easily.
I've seen the cover to #3 more than I have to #2.
This one, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen the cover of 14. Was it? I have it in here. Like this next one, like this one is the one that I see a lot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right, the classic.
Yeah, and I've seen there's some homages out there to it also.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Superman with an American, like a bald eagle. Gotta love it. Look at this. This is another thing. Like, I just wanted to showcase this because this is the kind of shit you could do in the 50s. Well, look how fucking weird that is.
Yeah, that's the reason they invented the comic code, because these type of comics were kicking everybody else's ass.
Yeah, dude. Kids were buying the stuff up, and they were afraid it was going to destroy
Yeah,
them.
kids were buying it. Young adults were buying it.
Like, that's horrifically scary. Like, that's so good.
Yeah. There's people today that spend like their entire lives learning how to draw that trippy.
That's true. Yeah, it really is. It makes me want to get it just because I love the cover, which I
Yeah.
guess is the point, you know. Yeah, let's see. Thought I'd show an Amazing Fantasy number 15 signed by Stan Lee.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right.
Hmm.
That's pretty cool. There's something also about these. Like, look, this is a poor quality, but look how much the color pops.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh, that image is hanging up here in the studio. One of those big frame things where it's printed on wood and it looks like a scratch up old comic and it's real big. Like one of those like 20 by 30s.
Yeah, like look at this. This is a 9.6. Look at those colors.
Yeah.
It's like
simple primary colors.
Saturated though. It was like that saturated the paper. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just crazy. Classic cover. Look how simple that is, dude. Come on. Unbeatable. You can't beat it. That composition's perfect and so simple. God damn, so good. I did again. I thought it was gonna be a small auction, so I did find this. This is a Kiss pinball game machine, which is pretty dope. I have a daydream of like having a bunch of pinball machines in my basement. You know,
that would be cool.
That would be cool. Ninja Turtles, classic Ninja Turtles. Again, you know, I didn't know there would be.
I don't think if I had a video game arcade in my basement, I don't think I'd have pinball machines. I never liked playing pinball machines.
Really? I love pinball machines.
No.
Pinball can be fun.
No, never liked them.
This one's for Andrew. I don't think I've ever seen this.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Have you seen this before?
Yeah. That's the interior page, the title page for Classic X-Men.
Right.
Where Art Adams did the cover, and he also did like the spot illustration on the inside.
Look at that tree. He just draws like a crazy ass looking tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the tree. His trees are actually sort of very Warner Brothery. You know, like the old Warner Brother cartoons in a way.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
So this was interesting. This is a Batman movie poster concept from 1989, and it's freaking amazing.
Huh. I don't think that's ever been used, but yeah, that's cool.
No, this was like one of the ones they did that didn't get used. But look how good that is. Isn't that cool?
That's really cool.
Here's Johnny.
Oh, so scary.
It really gives off the Jack Nicholson Shining vibe.
It really does. And the Dark Knight vibe.
Oh yeah, yeah. The Batman is
Like that doesn't look 1989 to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got some John Bogdanov. So this guy, John Bogdanov, this is another guy who's freaking brilliant, but never got. I mean, he's great, but he didn't. I would say never got the props he deserved. Now this era, he was kind of big muscles were in, so he was kind of doing the big muscle thing.
Yeah.
Look how good that is.
What is it? Some people say John Bogdanov knew how to draw a hug.
Yeah.
You know, like he knew how to draw people interacting.
Yeah.
No, well, he was really good at drawing children, and he actually drew them, and they looked like children.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was perfect for Power Pack.
Yeah, and he is really good at anatomy.
Yeah.
Look at that. Isn't that cool?
That is pretty awesome.
Gosh, I wonder what he's doing right now.
I don't know. Selling his pages. I got a cough.
KG says he loves pinball. You're nuts, Drew.
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm the weirdo in this situation. I really think you guys
You
are weird.
are.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Look how cool that is.
Wow.
Batgirl.
What's that?
Batgirl.
Kitty Pride.
Kitty.
Huh.
She's phasing through a wall or a table.
Yeah.
Kitty.
Yeah, he really. I mean, come on. Look at that.
Clear. Man, that is so good.
Like when you see a drawing like this, you're like, oh yeah, that's totally what Todd McFarlane was trying to do.
Oh yeah, the way his monsters. Yeah.
Right? Like that's completely Spawn.
Yeah. Pre-Violator.
Yeah. Another John Byrne. Look at that. Sick ass Doctor Doom page in the real She-Hulk.
Oh yeah.
Punches him in the face. That's just awesome. Look at that.
All they had to do, man, to make a She-Hulk TV show work was like read a book.
It's true.
Yeah, well, yeah, that and a better effects budget.
Kitty? No, Kitty, my pot pie. What?
Kitty, no Kitty, that's my papa. Mom, Kitty's being a dildo.
Oh, wow. John Bogdanov.
Uh-huh.
He's 64 years old, still around,
Uh-huh.
and he went to the School of Visual Arts in New York,
Oh, nice.
the one my daughter was accepted to,
Oh, nice.
and couldn't go to because we couldn't afford it.
So, tell me who this is, if they don't have his name on there. I'd never seen this before.
Is that Olivier Coipel?
Nope.
Well,
I'd never seen this image before, so I was like, really? Oh, that's awesome.
Was it somebody we would know?
Yes.
It's not Travis Charez, is it?
It's totally Travis Charest.
All right, he was my second guess.
Look at that.
But
though.
Look at
that Colossus face looks like John. It looks like
Yeah,
Wait,
some,
Olivier Coipel.
yeah, some of Travis Terrest stuff has gotten even more detailed
Right? Like, look how crazy detailed this is. Are you nuts? Like,
in a realistic way.
yeah. That's so, like, look at the ground. Look at the groundwork.
Yeah,
Look at the amount of attention he's putting into the rubble. And, like, the filling in the shadows on the hand so it has a full-on gradient. Like, why?
yeah. No, I do like. MK said likes the Nightcrawler effect. I do too. Letting the ink bleed,
Oh, yeah.
like watercolor.
Yeah. and then he's like putting hatch work in there.
Wait, is that hatch work or is it bleeding? I can't tell.
No, it's hatch work, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's like small brush strokes, and then like a 0.1 hatch
Okay,
mark.
I thought it was letting it bleed.
It looks like it. It looks like it.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
doing
Well, on
anal
my
from that
screen,
shit.
yeah. Now that you're up close, I can tell it's hatch work. And
Yeah.
it's insane.
And just to show you how nuts it is, that's not gray tone in the background. That's spray paint. That's an airbrush with white out, with a white brush. That fade is airbrush.
Oh, he might be using those Copic airbrushes, maybe. 'Cause
Whatever. This shit
there
is
is a-
sick
there
as
is a
hell,
Copic-
dude.
There is a Copic airbrush for using with the Copic ink.
That just the amount of detail is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's bonkers.
That's like not. Why would you do this to yourself? I mean, it's dope. Don't get me wrong. It's free. I mean, I love Colossus and Magic are probably two of my favorite Marvel characters.
I absolutely love all the negative space and the way he uses it in this picture. You know,
Right? Like,
the
look
costumes,
at
the
at
negative
those-
space there.
Look
Yeah.
at these little dash lines. You see the entire like muscle structure of the leg. It's so cool. God, man, I like that face. Yeah, he's sick, dude. And this is like 10 years ago, longer.
Oh, MK says explain the difference. I think between was it hatchwork and
That and the bleed. So
Yeah.
basically, the way that the bleed would work is like you can get this effect if you drop, and Avery, you can correct me if I'm wrong because he's probably done it more than I have. But basically, you can like add a little bit of water to it, and when it drops, it'll bleed. Like when you touch paper with a drop of like watercolor, it'll bleed out.
Yep.
Like spread out, and you can do that in a creative way to kind of give these splotchy things. And if you're from here, it looks like that's what happened. Like it just kind of bled out, right?
Yeah,
But
look,
that's not what it
looks like.
is.
It's hatching.
Up close, he's taking the brush and he's doing little feathering, and then going into the little edges of the feathering and adding like little lines to make it look like it's fading in. It's way more anal. There's no accident, basically. This is anal control versus happy accident.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you got a really bad colorist on this, that whole image would look like shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'd butcher it. A bad colorist absolutely would.
Absolutely,
butcher that.
murder. Yeah, 100%. Could absolutely destroy it.
Yeah,
It's just unbelievable. That's just a brilliant image, man.
I really. But when I first saw that puff of smoke, the brimstone smoke sort of thing from the Nightcrawler, I thought that was letting the ink bleed like you would with watercolor.
Yeah.
But holy shit, that's hatching.
This is someone who just takes like his sweet.
That's
sweet
bonkers.
time. I'm just gonna show you like this. This is a guy. This is not like so. You're supposed to do like a page a day. Slow person's like a page every couple days. This is like I'm just gonna again look at the rocks.
That took a week.
That took a long ass time.
That whole drawing probably took a week.
Yeah, he does not care about. This is a person that does not give two shits about a deadline. Like holy crap, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because all that hatching, he could have conveyed the same information, the same pose, and it still be really effective with just spotting the blacks, some quick hatching with a feathering with a brush, and some washes, and all those cracks be like solid.
Yeah, look at all the lines in the face just to show the detail of the like the reflection from the power
The
glass.
shadow of the visor on his nose.
On his nose.
Come on,
Like,
freaking A.
Yeah, like I mean, I love it. Don't get me
All
wrong.
right, change image. I'm tired of looking at this. This is killing me.
It's freaking Andrew.
Like it literally probably took a freaking week. Then you got to mask it all and do that background airbrush. You've got to mask. You've got to use Frisket or something and mask all those figures. Then do the.
So wait, compare that, right? This is a Gene Colan Daredevil cover.
Yeah, beautiful, very
Right.
effective, but much faster.
Probably took him 10 minutes to do.
Right. Well, it took him a day, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know
But
about
like,
it.
again, I just love, if there's something that I'm bringing back, dude, it's those thick ass brush strokes, man. I love it.
It's great.
I love it. I miss it. It's so good. Name of the game is Mayhem. That's a brilliant cover. Dan Fraga.
Oh, that's some old Dan Fraga.
Oh, geez.
Shit.
Bloodstrike.
Dude, Dan Fraga was getting paid, though, man.
Yeah, he got paid a fortune for this.
Back when, and like, Dan Fraga's not really that much older than we are. He's only a couple years older.
Yeah, I know.
So he was breaking in the comics at the same time we were trying to get in.
Oh, yeah.
And he was getting to do this shit.
Yeah, I know. No, don't get me wrong. I'm 100% jealous. I will forever love the ponytail that comes off the top of the head.
Oh, God, yeah. Thing is, though, it actually came true. Men actually wear top knots.
Yeah, I know. You literally cannot get me. You can't get me to hate the top knot. You can't. I love it on a comic character.
Oh, man.
Dude, this was actually, I mean, as funny as it is, like, this is actually.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. Maybe that just tells you like how bad stuff is now.
How bad things have gotten. Yeah.
You're like, yeah, this is actually pretty good. Now that I look at it 30 years later, it's pretty good.
There's a lot of decent artists in comics that don't draw any extremes.
Yeah.
Like, none of the characters are extremely built.
Yeah.
Everybody's just sort of got a normal fit vibe.
Right. Yeah, there's no extremities. So this is a Jose Luis Garcia Lopez Starfire #2.
Oh, cool.
I actually have a copy of issue #1 of this in my store.
Oh, awesome. So I love Jose Luis Garcia Lopez. This is a guy who's a master of anatomy, and pretty much he was a master illustrator. Still around, I think.
Oh yeah.
But just incredible, man. So good.
His Atari Force stuff was some of my all-time favorite.
Yeah, me too, man. His Atari Force stuff is. If you guys ever find Atari Force, you can find it in quarter bins. Like, it's nothing special from like a price thing, but from an art thing, his Atari Force is a masterwork.
It's one of those comics you're like an Atari comic, really. But the artwork is shockingly good.
It's incredible. This is Phil Jimenez from Meta Barons.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
So the European comic guys, they do comics different, where the artist actually does all the work and paints the book. So these are all hand painted pages, right? And I always love seeing it. And they're pretty quick, man. I mean, they do these things pretty quick.
So, some of them it's like one guy takes a year to do like 150-page hardback.
Yeah, because it's a page a week, because you got to paint the whole freaking book.
Yeah. Even if it's an artist and a writer, the artist does 1 or 2 pages a week tops. And they put out one book a year, and it's sold everywhere. They're put out in hardback. I like the European album model.
This is first appearance of Iron Fist by Gil Kane.
Oh, nice.
Like when his parents die or whatever.
Oh, that's a cool panel, though.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. That's cool.
He's always so good with the action shots on the head.
Mm-hmm.
He was another master, man.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, man. Back in the day when people gave a shit. So, anytime I see Jack Kirby and Joe Sinnott's one of my all-time favorite artists. He was technically an inker, but he was a brilliant artist. He's the guy that kind of made Kirby, in my opinion.
The rocks. I love the rocks.
That's what I'm saying. Look how good that is, right? He had perfect. I don't know if you can tell, but on his line work is perfect.
Yeah.
He's the master at a brush. He did everything with a brush, and it was just masterful. He was so good. He just knew how to do it, man. I mean, look at the hairline on Reed Richards. He fades it from light to dark, and it's all brush.
Yep.
Right? It just looks so strong.
Reed Richards with her broke arm. That's funny.
I believe I mean, I don't know about these lines, but he used to do a lot of his line work in brush too.
Yeah. I think he was one of those dudes that can actually use a brush with a ruler.
Yeah, he would put it with a ruler. So good. This one, I'm like, this is again. So my problem is like I'll be flipping through Heritage, and all of a sudden I'll make it visible, like right, and that's when I know I really want something. This was like one of those moments. Like, look at this. Look how sick that panel is.
Oh yeah, we've seen this one before somewhere.
I believe that's in the How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way, maybe.
That's
Look
so
at that.
good.
The AIM. I love AIM, dude. It's so AF, man. I want this page so bad. Look how Captain America's all like Genki eyed. Doesn't even matter. It's so cool. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
And the best thing, this is classic. This is actually classic Kirby, because Kirby basically wrote all the stories. So for those that don't know, the way the Marvel method used to work is Stan would come over to Kirby and say, "Hey, this is what happened in the book," basically. And then Kirby would go away and have to write it. And so, he's got 20 pages. He actually wrote stuff. So this is like cut off, but if you look on the right side, Kirby was writing the dialogue to all the pages. He had to write the dialogue and really write the story for himself, so he knew what to draw. So the and of course it was never used. So you can see like there's a sign by Stan Lee, and you've got some dialogue back here, but you can see the difference. So in panel one, or this panel, AIM guy says, "Quiet now while I contact him. We have taken the Captain America prisoner. Do you wish to study him before he is disposed of?" And then the mystic being says, "I so desire. Bring him to me." What Kirby wrote before, because that's all Stan Lee. What Kirby wrote as he was drawing it was, AIM guy calls MODOK by TV, says, "Do you wish to study Cap before we kill him?" MODOK says, "Yes, it may be interesting to study his reflexes." Right? So completely different. And this one, it worked. Once they meet, there must be a battle. Even if it means playing into AIM's hands, I've got to rescue the girl from MODOK. I dare not fail. And Cap says, I may yet get a chance to be with the girl.
But that's the reason Kirby thought he wrote those books.
Right.
Because Kirby would do this, turn it in, and he never looked at it again.
Yeah.
He didn't read the comics. So in his mind, you know what? Stan didn't write anything. I wrote and drew everything.
That's right.
But really, no, Stan rewrote everything.
Stan wrote it because
Stan would throw him a plot. He would do 22 pages, turn it in, and Stan would put whatever he wanted on.
Now, I'm just gonna, as someone who started off as an inker and did it for years, I just want to pull, just like give, this is my hat tip to Joe Sinnott. Look at this fade. So you see this point where my mouse is over here? This is one brush line from here all the way over to that little tip.
Yep.
Like that, you want to know how hard it is? Try doing that with like a watercolor brush with some paint. That is not normal. Like that is like, even if you stopped here and kind of continued, maybe like right there, it looks, that's a perfect brush line, bro. Like that's nuts. Yeah, that is insane. It makes me sick. But look how good that page is, man. That's a beautiful
nowadays we would do that with a thin point pen and draw 2 lines and then fill in the black.
That's how I draw it. Yeah. I'm better with a pen than I am a brush. Tor, Joe Kubert.
Yep.
Nice.
Another genius. Look how loose that is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was very loose.
Oh, so good. So this is an Alan Kupperberg, but I was like, props to him because this is actually a pretty cool cover or a main page.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty good. I like it.
Cool. This guy never took off, but he had some good stuff going out there.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, what a shame. That's really good.
Right? That's really cool, right? It's very kind of Mike Zack, but really
Yeah.
good. Let's
Hey,
see.
comics could use more Mike Zacks.
Hell yeah, dude. Yo.
Oh shit! Good Eric Larson.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, that's bonkers.
Are you kidding me how good this is?
Oh yeah, that's nuts.
I know Eric Larson's a nutty nutball now, but holy crap, this is good.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he was really good, dude. I actually liked his Spider-Man stuff more than I liked McFarlane's.
I don't know about that, but it is.
Yeah, he was so good. Like, that's just so good. Like, if you looked at this, I promise, if you looked at this now compared to McFarlane's run, I bet you like this better from a technical standpoint.
I don't know about that.
We'll see. We'll see. Ah, get out of there. Jay Lee.
Ooh,
Do you remember this cover?
no, but it's awesome. I love it.
Isn't that awesome? And I think it comes with it's got the cover, like it has X-Men on it or whatever. Let's see.
Oh.
This is the.
Still only $1.50.
Look how good that is.
It's pretty awesome.
Freedom Force. Yeah, I want that too. I'll never get it, but it's okay.
Yeah, Freedom Force was really just Brotherhood members.
Yeah. Jim Lee, Punisher.
Get the fuck out, dude.
Right? I'm telling you, we're not even halfway done, dude. It's just knockout page after knockout page. Isn't that sick?
Those paste up balloons, man.
I know.
Oh, I know they age so poorly they come off.
How lucky was Jim Lee to have Klaus Janson and Carl Potts as like his first like role,
Yeah.
and then Scott Williams. Isn't that cool?
It's pretty freaking amazing, actually.
And then this is like much later. Hush.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
You want to feel old? He was like in his 30s when he did this. Isn't that crazy? I know. I'm still more. The Hush stuff is brilliant, but it doesn't get me as much as the X-Men stuff.
It's really good too, man. And Scott Williams did this with a brush
Yeah,
instead of normally he uses a pen.
yeah.
But he did most of this with a brush.
So fucking crazy. Wolverine.
It's kind of cool compared to some of the boring shit today.
Dude, look at that. That's so awesome. Like, come on. I mean, I know it's weird, but it worked. I actually always enjoyed his faces. I just always thought his faces were really good. You know?
Yeah, where's Sunfire's nose in that?
He doesn't
panel?
have a nose. It's just a mistake. It's fine.
It's fine. Don't ask questions. It's fine.
Nobody knows. All right, ready? You know that cover.
Mm-hmm.
McFarlane. And Look how good this cover is. This was, I know, like this is kind of before he nailed his style because it's so
Yeah.
easy to burn. It's
Yeah.
actually anatomically good. You know what I mean?
That's some of this is the inker.
Yeah, 100%. But I
That's-
really like the inker. I was
Yeah.
like,
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's one of my favorite covers, and one of the reasons it's one of my favorite covers is like it's got feathering. Like, when have you ever seen McFarlane stuff with feathering on it?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, come on. Really good. Isn't that really great though?
It is.
Ugh. It's there right now at 52,000. It's fine. Yeah, I mean it's a classic cover, man. Look at that.
Now we're starting to get into like nutty McFarlane.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Yeah, this is like right before he got on to Amazing Spider-Man. So crazy though.
Yeah. Dude, his leader with the giant butt head.
Yeah, pretty much. No, so remember that Larson, and then look at this. Right?
I still prefer the McFarlane, but
You see it though, right? You can see how it's kind of a like there's a little bit of a comparison. Because it's way more amateur in this line work and stuff, because he was inking it too.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not as nearly as like sharp. But it really didn't matter. He was selling millions of books.
Oh yeah.
All right, Avery.
It's Doctor Strange, Doctor Doom,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yola. Mikey.
Look at that, dude.
Like his armor looks like it has muscles, you know?
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. This book is so good.
Like his armor's buff. It is good. That book is that's a really good book. Who
This is
inked it?
right before, I want to say Charles Vess, but Mark Badger.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I love early Mignola.
Oh, it's good.
The good stuff, right?
Yeah.
Not a fan of this stuff.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. I don't hate this particular piece. A lot of Frank Miller stuff in this era and after I don't like, but I don't mind this particular piece at all.
Yeah.
This whole book was beneath him. He did it for the money.
He totally did it for the money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
And it shows. I'm getting paid with every slosh of the ink. He was getting paid. It's
This is
pretty.
Peach Momoko.
Really?
Yeah.
That's actually not a
Okay.
bad piece.
No, I have a thing for magic, man. Like this character never got her due.
Ileana was my favorite character in New Mutants also.
Yep. She never got her due, dude. They never treated her like a good character.
Hey,
thought-
the one chick that played her in the movie was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, she fit.
Yes.
I think we may have to do our own take of like Colossus and Magic and AF, because I think that relationship is such an interesting one. You know, the possessed younger sister and the almost the preacher like
Gentle giant.
older brother. Like that's such a good story that they never did anything with.
I think they may have tried in some of the newer stuff, but it none of it got me to go buy the book.
Yeah.
She could be such a bitch.
Yeah.
And Colossus is like this really sweet dude.
Yep. Look at how negative space this is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, this is by far my all-time favorite era of John Romita Jr. Like, just the it was so simple and it just worked, man. When he started trying to get more detailed and blocky, it just started to fall apart.
I think honestly, I prefer his Daredevil.
Yes.
Typhoid Mary Daredevil
Yes.
stuff.
Yes. That's his Daredevil run is one of my all-time favorite runs.
But
I never had any of these X-Men issues because they were priced out of my range.
I have some
You
of
know?
them, but I like that run of John Romita Jr. X-Men better than his later run because he's had 2 Uncanny X-Men runs. Yeah, this suits
Looking
John
for
Romita
meat
Jr.
fats. Yeah.
His stuff works honestly in the same way Frank Miller's does.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like,
It's the
look
same.
how it's so like this is I kind of it's so hard to say because I know he was like in his 20s, but like I kind of like desire to get to this level where it's like basic shapes, but it just works.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it scares me to draw like this, to be honest with you. It really does. Like it just works.
I try my best. I don't know if I succeed, but I try in my storytelling.
It's so good. Look at that. It's faded, but man. Look at that. It's a shame that it yellowed.
Yeah.
Someone had it on like in the sunlight or something. Didn't treat it well.
Yeah, or they were a smoker or something. Or
Yeah, but look how it's just the flatness of it. It's so good. I don't know. I just love this style so hard.
His design of that character is awesome.
It really is. It just works, right? It's weird and super 80s metal, but it works.
Yep.
the 80s and the 90s had like the best comic art because there was so much variety of styles and storytelling styles.
Yeah. So this was, so if that Daredevil run was, that early Daredevil one was his peak, I did like his X-Men too, but this Daredevil when he came back was the penultimate. And this was a lot what the show, the Netflix thing was based on. Look at that.
This was the story written by Frank Miller, drawn by John Romita Jr.
Look at this. Are you effing kidding me? Like, he really just put his all into this. Like, look at that kicking and the body twisting. I wonder if Frank Miller like sketched this or something.
Oh, did like quick layouts?
That's really Frank Miller. You know what I mean?
It is.
With the flipping and the twisting of the body and stuff.
I think it was probably more like John Romita Jr. was trying to emulate Frank Miller.
Yeah, this one.
They've always had a lot in common.
Well, that's like when Andy Kubert did the Dark Knight 3.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell he was channeling Frank Miller's, even though I don't think Frank Miller did layouts. He was channeling his style. But
I don't know why it's like so yellow. Like, these guys just didn't take care of their pages. Like, it's a little off. It's like, it looks a little yellow, but that might just be me. But God, look at that detail. Like, so good.
It also could be the paper from then, you know?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, that's a dream page, man.
Actually, I think my dream page from that series is the final battle with the bad guy who's holding the girl with the gun, and he shoots at Daredevil, and Daredevil uses his cane and smacks the bullet away.
Yeah.
And then he like shoots him again. He just smacks it away again. It's like, that whole scene is just awesome.
Yeah. This is a John Romita Jr. Superman number 33 complete story.
Oh, the complete issue.
Yeah. I won't go
Oh,
through the whole thing, but
That's gonna bring a lot of money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his Superman stuff wasn't that great.
yeah.
They brought him over to DC and they made a really big, huge. It was like the whole Bendis thing. Bendis is coming, you know. They did the
Yeah, it
same
didn't
thing with
really
John
work
Romita
that well.
Jr. and
Yeah.
he was there, and then he went back to Marvel.
Yeah.
Oh, dude! From
I
when
know.
where the Reavers crucified Wolverine.
I know. He's on the cross right there, man.
This is when like all the other X-Men were gone, and Jubilee was still hiding out there. Like they hadn't found Jubilee yet.
Such a good story.
Yeah.
One of the best of all time. One of the best stories of all time.
This is actually the birth of her and Wolverine's relationship.
Yeah. Well, just the pain and like it just
Yep.
so good, man. Isn't that great?
Mark Silvestri with Dan Green inks.
Right? You can't beat it.
Those loose brushstrokes are.
I always wonder how Silvestri, like, because Dan Green is, you either love him or hate him. You know what I mean? So I always wonder if he was. I do too, but I always wonder like if Silvestri is like, this guy's just ruining my artwork. You know?
Nah.
I thought this one was fun. This is Jim Starlin.
Yep. Yep.
I think I have this comic.
Oh, cool. Jim Starlin is the guy that created Thanos.
Yeah.
Like, look how cool
He
that
has
is.
no crotch.
He did no crotch.
Well,
Can't
Yeah,
have a crotch.
I don't think they could draw a finely detailed package back then.
Yeah. I mean, he could, but he probably wouldn't get more work, so he probably voted to
Not draw the package.
not draw the package. So good, though, right?
I'm just imagining like Rick Veitch doing this page. Not only would the package be there, it would be overwhelmingly the
Accentuated.
subject of the whole page.
So, tell me, this is two artists you know, but I'm tell me who this is. It's going to be hard. I mean, it's Superman, so you might know one, but just look at this and tell me who this is. You'll never get it, but it's such a good drawing.
Well, Neil Adams.
Yeah,
Oh,
I wouldn't have guessed.
stupid.
I wouldn't have guessed Neil Adams, but
Yeah, that was the I didn't know I forgot he signed it. So it's
good try, Todd. Good try.
I know. It's Kurt Swan and Neil Adams.
Oh, okay.
So like but look at just the shadows and the character and
Yeah, it's
because
great.
it doesn't look it's totally Kurt Swan because Kurt Swan drew Superman for like 30 years. But like it doesn't look like Kurt Swan at all.
No, it looks like a Neil Adams.
It looks like a Neil Adams. It almost looks like a Bill Sienkiewicz, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Sienkiewicz.
Hey, welcome, Regis.
Hey, what's up, Regis?
Hello.
We're just nerding out. So here's another John Bogdanov. Look at this shit, dude. What? Come on.
We're just geeking out over artwork, and Dusty's like, "What the fuck?" Are
I
these
know.
guys
Everyone's
talking
bored,
about?"
but the four of us.
No. You know what I really liked is that one that was all the negative space. That was so good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Mike Mignola is really good. I think you're talking about Mike Mignola. Or no, you're talking about the Travis Terrest.
Dude, yeah, that was bonkers.
That's insane. Yeah. Look at this though. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's good.
He was really trying to get into that 90s style,
He was.
but you can tell he was having not having trouble with it, but it's not his natural style. Like, look how perfect his anatomy still is, though.
Yeah.
Right? Like, he just was like, I'm
Like-
not gonna let my
Like
anatomy
he's
go.
incorporating like a little Walter Simonson almost, and that's
Yeah.
as close as he can get.
Yeah, he was like, I'll just do some Walter Simonson on my artwork, and
Yeah.
this whole series was
It's
Walter
still
Simonson.
his anatomy, but
Yeah.
that type of faded, like in the knees and in the shins, that faded like thick to thin gradients hatching
Yeah,
is very Walter Simonson.
it really is. It's a totally Walter. It's a 90s Walter Simonson. He's out Walter Simonson.
Walter Simonson. Yeah.
Rages says, I spent a lot of time on Heritage looking at these. Yeah. Yeah. Join the party, man. Join the party. Like you look at notice the tabs. Notice where I am. We'll be here till midnight. It's fine. Everything's fine. John Buscema and Joe Sinnott. Again, Joe Sinnott, my all-time favorite artist. Just his
And John
ink-
Buscema, one of the greats.
Yeah, I mean, you put Joe Sinnott on John Buscema or Jack Kirby, and I instantly have a wish that I was like I had infinite money so that I could just buy it all.
Because John Buscema is like the very anatomically correct evolution of Jack Kirby.
Yep. Look at that, dude. Come on.
Yep.
And those ink lines, like that fat arm, like it's just, so good.
Galaxy Rider. I almost forgot about the tabs. Almost.
It's my job to continue to give you PTSD, Galaxy.
Not to mention, Todd has at least like 2 or 3 other windows that probably look pretty close to this in tabs.
Whatever, man. That's for different stuff. No, I have 4 screens. They all have different amounts of tabs on them. Don't judge.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Are you?
John Buscema.
Look at that, dude. And he inked it himself.
Yeah.
I believe.
I love those raw, rushy, like brush strokes, dude.
Yeah. He was called the Michelangelo of comics for good reason, man.
Mm-hmm.
This might not have been finished. Like the hand's not finished. I bet it was used. It had to have been used. It's a cover. Isn't that crazy though? Look how good that is.
Mm-hmm.
Look at those hands, dude. And then on the back, I guess there's some sketches. He used to always do sketches on the back.
What issue number was that? Because I really like that layout.
Oh, that's cool. It was. Look at his little sketches. Like even his sketches are perfectly like little his waddle anatomy. It's so good. It is 178. I think I have this issue.
I might too.
Oh wow, the actual published cover is different.
Is it really? Sure.
Yeah.
It's amazing how simple like the dog creature is. It's so simple. Like there's not a lot there, but it
Yeah.
just comes out of it. It's really cool.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Oh wow. He did change it. Look at that.
That's probably why the
hands aren't
sketch
done.
is unfinished.
He wasn't happy with it. Look, that's a crazy cover, man. That looks so good.
Honestly, I like this version better.
Yeah, I do too.
Thinking about using it for a Crom drawing.
Oh, sure.
It's John Buscema. I'm happy I get to see it.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey kids, comics.
Well,
Oh.
it's a later John Buscema,
Yeah.
but Punisher nonetheless. Stick to your guns.
Shtick.
Stick to your guns.
That's great.
Isn't that great? He this is probably like a what if thing or something. No, it's the Punisher. I don't know,
Yeah.
but let's just look how good that is, man. That dude never lost it.
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's Archie meets the Punisher. That's why he drew it in a little lighter style.
Gotcha.
Archie meets the Punisher. Shtick.
Oh,
He was called he liked the Punisher because it was Conan with guns,
yeah.
barbarian with guns. John Byrne and Joe Sinnott.
Oh wow.
I mean, look what he did to John Byrne, dude. Look how good that is.
But he really pared it down.
Yeah. He pulled it back into that classic style. But look how slick that panel is in the center. God, dude, there's just something about people who can pull brush like this. It's just you can't beat it.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it is.
Andy, you eating something? It's like wrapping.
Oh, that's me. Sorry.
Oh, no worries. Another Joe Sinnott, John Byrne, but this one's like a full page. Some weird device in the center.
The wacky ass devices you see,
Right?
in old Fantastic Four comics that are all like heavily Kirby inspired.
Oh yeah, so good.
They're totally bonkers.
No one could get away from it because it was so cool. This is classic. You're gonna recognize this in a heartbeat.
Travis Terez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Early Travis Trest.
Yep,
Oh,
in his Jim Lee wannabe days.
This is like his first series. So, Dusty, this is the same guy that had the negative space that you like? This is the same guy like 20, 30 years earlier. $20. Still not bad.
No. It's just and we all did this. We all thought, oh, what Jim Lee does is cool, so we have to do it everywhere.
Well, there was no other way to do it. You were like, well, that's the ultimate. He figured it out. He cracked the comics code. There's no other way to draw comics. And so everyone did it because he was like the number one guy and his comic were so freaking good. So everyone kind of like tried to get better at the technique instead of finding new techniques. It's another Travis Terest.
Yep, this is when he started, just as he first started to like become his own thing.
Yeah.
He still had a hint of that in there, but he was evolving like fast.
Yeah, like look at that face. That's still beautiful, man.
Yeah, it's still good.
Yep.
It's all brush, yeah? It is. That's all brush.
Damn.
Fuck brush. So this I thought was just funny.
Cammy in the pose.
Yeah.
That pissed that Milo Manera pose.
Yeah.
That pissed everybody off.
Yeah. Frank Cho got in trouble. Well, Milo Manara got in trouble for it, and then Frank Cho got in trouble for it, and so Frank Cho just started drawing more characters in the same fucking pose.
Yeah, because he didn't.
Too suggestive. Apparently, the even though it's never been a problem before.
Yeah.
This was at the beginning of kind of like cancel culture stuff.
Seeping into comics.
Yeah. He was just feeding it to him. That was pretty funny. This one I got for Avery because I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. Gene Colan.
Oh yeah, I love Gene Colan. Yeah, dude. I love it when people can draw like those really brushy figures for Speed.
Right.
Like some current people who can do it good is like Daniel Warren Johnson.
Yeah.
He has his way of doing it. It's a little more manga-like in some ways, but still he does it.
Look how good that is.
It's great. Those brush lines are fantastic.
So I don't know this guy. I know Joe Rubenstein, but I don't know Mike Collins. But I thought this was a really kind of a cool. It's an X-Men book, but I just thought it was I don't really remember the shot, but I thought it was a really good shot.
It is good.
It's one of those fill-in issues, I think.
Yeah, it was one of those fill-in issues, obviously with Forge, but I thought it was really good, man.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know. I saw it and I was like, oh, that's really interesting. I like to see that kind of big.
Darwin Cook?
Yeah. Figures.
Wow.
Look how cool those look.
Yeah, those are great.
May he rest in peace.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I love this one on the far left. God, he was good. So, I love Glenn Fabry.
Mm-hmm.
Look at
Oh,
this.
man, from Preacher.
Yeah, look at this. He has the bottom lip purpled, bro. Like, God, so good. He's a genius too. I don't actually understand how he gets these paint lines. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much color underneath
Yeah.
final color that I don't understand. Like, I get like he puts a little like airbrush over here and it kind of has a fade and he's kind of doing that. Like, I get that, but like if you look at the like the arm, like underneath the arm, like there's so much color underneath that I don't fully understand how he's getting that.
There's a drawing and then an underpainting and then an airbrush layer.
Yeah.
And more painting, then another airbrush layer, and maybe masking some things off, and then a final layer on top of that.
Yeah, just one day I'd love to like see a full breakdown or something.
Yeah, it's got to be multiple layers.
Yeah, I mean, just like, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, look underneath the arm. Like, you see all those colors underneath?
Yep.
But it really adds to, like, I mean, God, look at the. It's like, it's the crazy thing is like it looks like there's a ton of detail, but I can tell that there's not.
Yeah, no,
he's just brushing. He's like the negative space, the areas that he's not painting are creating all the detail, and that's a skill, man. That's like crazy. You know, I mean, it's a disgusting painting, but it's freaking awesome.
Yeah,
it's meant to be disgusting, but look, it's just good, just good stuff.
It's a lot of layers.
This one's for Dusty.
Have a hot dog. Have a sausage.
It's great. It's awesome.
Look how amazing! Like, it's just these covers are all supposed to be disgusting, so that's kind of the point. But like, it's still brilliantly. It's just gorgeous, man. Right?
Can you go back to his hand? That's crazy.
Right? Isn't that nuts? And again, there's not a lot there. Like, I think, you know, Avery, maybe that, see how darker it is down here?
That's the underpainting.
That's the underpainting, huh? And he just left it to kind of give it a fade.
Yeah.
But that's the underpainting.
I think so.
No.
You start with the underpainting and you do layers upon layers.
Yeah, it's like super dark, a dark fill for the he did the black, or like a dark fill for the hand, and then painted loosely over it to give it the shapes and some of the undercolors, and then went over it with the details.
Yeah, with a thicker, heavier coats, and then like from dark to light or mid-tone to light.
Yeah.
And
then, you're right. It's just layer upon layer. Wow. Man.
And then you splatter some stuff on there. Then you paint another layer to tighten things up.
This is why it's so hard, man. Because like I would love to own I want to own his work, and the Preacher covers are the best. But you just can't own. I can't have this in the house with the kids. They give them nightmares. I think there's like one or two more here. Look at this. Like, isn't that great?
Dude, look at that slobber. That's some good. That's some high detail slobber.
That's some high detail. Here, let's enjoy the slobber. Look at that, dude. Highlights and shadows on the slobber.
Yeah.
And look, it's light. You can see the pencil line in it. He left the pencils in there. Yeah, this is really, he colored it. He painted it really light. But then on the dog, he painted it light because you can see all the pencils, right?
And then color pencils on top and places.
Yeah, but on the human, of course, he went full himself, and it's like just a fully painted character. Wow. So good, man. Yeah, Glenn Fabry's a king. Now, I feel like I've seen this before on auction. David Finch.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
wow.
Isn't that cool?
It is cool. Finch is good, man.
Yeah, he is.
Seems like a good dude too. Like he's really friendly.
Yeah. Yeah, he's very, very, very skilled. All right, Frank Frazetta's time. Couple shots. Lord of the Rings, like
I love his Lord of the Rings sketches, man. Oh, they're so good.
look how sketchy that is. Look how good that is. There's like a
Yeah.
little, look at this guy, a little wizard standing on top of a skull.
Yeah. Have you seen the finished drawings? Some of
No.
this stuff. Oh, they're so good. I've never seen them in person, but I've seen them online. They're beautiful.
This is why you know this is where you can tell he's so good. There's nothing there, but it's a complete drawing. Like you know exactly what's going on.
And you know it's Lord of the Rings. You don't need that to say Lord of the Rings at the top.
Yeah, you know exactly what's going on. These are gonna sell for a fortune, and I really wish I could own one. Here's another one.
Yep. So good.
Gandalf.
I'd be so scared to own something like that.
We gotta frame it, and you gotta put it up somewhere and not fuck
Yeah.
with it. Look at that. Just a sketch.
Yeah, I know, but I love it.
Yeah, just a sketch.
Your mind
Yeah.
fills in all the details.
Couple of lines. So just some hill trolls. Isn't that amazing?
Hmm.
You know what? In like a year, you're going to be able to take this drawing and throw it into AI and be like, finish this for me. Thanks. This is a good one.
Yeah, you should look up the finished versions of some of these. They're beautiful.
Look at
Some of
that.
these
Isn't that
drawings.
cool?
Oh yeah.
Look at that. That's so perfect. God, dude. Just you know,
Frazetta was a master.
he really was. I can't express how hard that is. I mean, there's a ton. I didn't even show you all of them. There's a ton of these. You know, someone's like kind of dumping it.
Is it his granddaughter's?
I have no idea. This is I'm sorry, I should have. This is Juan Jimenez from Meta Barons,
Oh, that's pretty good.
right? Again, like they don't care. Like they do care about the inks, but they don't care about the inks. Like
Yeah.
it's super quick, right? It captures kind of like that really life.
Hmm.
They probably painted over this too.
Yeah.
It's probably like a sketch. Or I guess not. It was a page. I don't know. But it's really cool. One more. This is Final Pencil Inks original art. Yeah. Oh yeah. So this is the final pencils to that painting.
Yeah.
So they must like do photo stats for that and then paint on the photo stat or something.
Yep.
So that if the original gets screwed up, they have the so if the painting gets screwed up, they have the original. I didn't know that.
Huh. Well, different people have different processes.
Yeah. I know this is for Avery. Remember this?
Oh wow.
Phil Hale.
Yeah, dude. That guy's paintings are bonkers, dude.
Right? Look at that. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, Phil Hale's so good. His paintings.
Right. Epic illustrated. All right, so we got a bunch of Dale Keown's. I can't skip Dale Keown's. Look at that. He always knew what panel to make a good shot, you know?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of Del Keown, so I wonder if it's actually him doing it. But
Could be.
yeah, there's a bunch of pages. Whenever I see a bunch of pages from one artist, like you have to assume that it's the artist doing it.
Yeah, you're almost surprised he would still have this stuff.
Yeah.
Because
That's cool.
people would have paid top dollar for this back then. I mean, not like you could get now for it,
Right.
but it still would have been hundreds to thousands.
Oh yeah. Look at this. Sabra.
Woo. Hulk's got her bingo. No. I love those kind of crowd scenes like that, man.
Yeah. You can tell he put all his energy into drawing the Hulk with all the line works,
Yeah.
right? You see all the lines in there,
Yeah.
and then like down here, there's like nothing there.
It's,
Like he was so uninterested in drawing this shot.
It's like Zipatone.
Yeah, there's nothing there, but this is like where all the energy went to.
Yeah, well, that's the money shot.
Yeah. Look at that. Anytime there's a Hulk. And if you can't have it, then do a close-up of a face.
It works.
It does. Money shot. Every page has a money shot, man. Pit 16.
Oh, wow.
look how crazy that is, dude. Is that Bill Clinton?
It looks like Bill Clinton.
Kind of looks like him.
Look at that. Look at that, dude. Giant foot. Golly, man. That's just. Look at that.
It's bonkers, dude.
That's so nuts, man.
But when it got to the guy in the coat, he drew no detail. Really.
Yeah, there's nothing there. He couldn't care less about the coat. It totally is Bill Clinton, but he couldn't care less about the jacket or the bathrobe or whatever it is. Like,
Yeah.
Like literally didn't care. He'd put more detail into the trees, right? He knows what's important though. No one's going to care about how detailed the jacket is, but you can show ripped muscles like skin,
Yeah, and veins and
veins. Yeah, like his skin is ripped off there. You know,
dude.
this is Andy Kubert and Bill Sienkiewicz.
Bill
Sienkiewicz. This is actually really good stuff, man.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, but I love this. Is one of my all-time favorite panels. I don't know why, but I've loved this. Like, It's so good. Oh, I love this. Look at that. I have to say, yeah, Bill Sienkiewicz and the Kuberts were great.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's rough, you know, but it just works. Ah, so good, man.
Yeah, I like it.
So good.
I like it when Bill Sienkiewicz thinks a lot of people.
Daily Hellshock.
Oh, wow.
I never got into Hellshock.
I didn't either. I think I did buy the first issue, though.
I did too. He was really late with it, but that's a cool arm.
Yeah.
This is a Jay Lee Marvel Comics Presents.
Oh, wow.
You don't usually see a lot of older Jay Lee drawings, so when I find them, I want to look at them. That's really old.
Yeah, that's real early Jay Lee. That's
before Namor, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't look like Namor even. So
That's his earliest stuff, man, when they were first hired him.
this is dope. I remember this. Jay Lee.
That's Jay Lee.
Yeah, that's the Jay Lee, right?
That's the Jay Lee shit right there.
Oh, so good, man. It makes me want to just draw. His shit makes me want to draw, man. And I'm a bigger fan of his older stuff now than I was back then.
Yeah.
Like, just look at that arm.
I want as many reasons as I can get in the next Devoid comic to do shit a little like this.
Yeah, I want you to as well, man. It just looks so good. It's oh god, I wish I could just get over my fucking like anal fear of like rough stuff because it looks so good when it's just rough.
So what you do is just block it all out, make sure the faces and hands and composition are what you want,
Yeah.
and then just hand it to me. And I'll ink it. I'll ink it and do finishes to it.
I know. You're not wrong. So this was the one I was like, wait, this is this is a Jim Lee.
Oh, it's one of his Wata things.
That's one. Look at this. It's a Jim Lee.
Yeah, okay, he did do more than just that I hear you thing, Akira.
Right? Like I don't think I've ever seen this, but it's a total.
I know I've seen it because I used to buy Wata.
Me too.
I've
probably seen it, but I don't remember it.
Yeah, I remember it. Dude, look at Beast.
Right? Look at Daredevil.
Yeah. Long Shot, Black Bolt.
Yeah.
Dude, Marvel actually used to be able to make fun of themselves.
Yeah, I know.
Like, remember the whole Wolverine, the Hellfire Club bit in Wata with Wolverine and Drag?
Yep. This is Jim Lee Wildcats number 12. This was a good storyline.
Oh,
this was all right.
The art's good.
Yeah, this is a good one. That's pretty good. He was still kind of losing it a little bit at this point because he was like doing too much. So he couldn't he was relying more on Scott Williams.
Yeah, because he had to manage all those other books he was producing.
Yeah. This is Jim Lee also. This is cool. I've never seen this.
I don't know. I don't know if I have either.
In '96, Jim Lee Spawn. And this one was colored, I believe. There's a color. I guess this is the color over it, the color overlay. So let's see. Terrible. Not the classic Jim Lee. This is a Jim Lee Mad Magazine special, Spy versus Spy. I've never seen this.
No, never.
Jim Lee Spy versus Spy.
That's nuts.
That looks phenomenal, right?
Yeah.
That must be later. That can't be. Yeah, 2010.
Okay, yeah. It's
yeah.
Not...
Let's see. We're almost there. This one is 2018. This is when he got good at his own inks by this point. And now I really like his ink style.
Yeah, so do I, dude. I love it when he inks his own stuff with like the really crazy rough hatching everywhere.
Yeah, like look at that. Like
and
that's a beautiful illustration, man.
Yeah, and the ink splatters and whiteout.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that style.
He just lets it flow, man.
Yeah, he probably did this on his Twitch stream.
Yeah. This one, I was like, oh, shit, no.
Oh, Atari Force.
Bro,
nice.
I've never seen an Atari Force cover for in black and white, let alone for sale. Look
I saw this. Daniel
That's
Barenton.
Gorgeous.
Daniel Barenton recently posted a piece where he did that girl character right there.
Oh.
Dart. Her name is Dart.
Yeah. A pre-zealot character. Because, if you look at her,
the crazy thing is the inks are kind of rough, but the anatomy and everything, like it looks rough, but I'm telling you, when you see it, it's just a perfect image, man. Like,
Yeah, it's good. It's
look
great.
at that. Like, that's what it looks like at print size, basically. Like, look how perfect that is.
Yeah, all the gray brush strokes print black.
Yeah, it just is just gorgeous, man. Like, I don't know, man. This is I saw this and I got a little mad because, you know, it's already like $1,200, but I was like, oh god, like hell yeah, an Atari Force like one of his Atari Force covers. There's this one too. I don't think I saw, but let's see. Yeah, an Atari Force cover, man. This is Atari Force interior page. Look at that anatomy.
That's really good. That's damn good.
Right? Just, so good. His Atari Force was a masterwork, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. It was very good stuff.
This was the Clayman that I was telling you about. Do you remember this?
Mm-mm.
You don't remember this controversy?
No, I don't.
They he had to redraw it, or they had the colorist. Oh god, what was the story? This there's a bunch of news things. This was really similar to the Frank Cho thing.
Yeah, the Milo Manera thing.
Yeah, because her butt was in the air.
Oh.
So they was like, oh, it's like sexually suggestive, you know, or whatever, demeaning to women or treating women like sexual objects or something.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, it's just a good pose. Like, it's just a cool pose. So they like cut it out. They like redid it, and he got all pissed off because they like modified his image without him knowing, you know?
Oh yeah, they butchered it.
Yeah, and it's a brilliant drawing. Like, it's really good. You know?
All right, I did my layout for that image with the Conan and the wolf.
Hold on. You've been drawing. All right.
Yeah,
Let's see it.
yeah.
Oh, let me remove this.
These are.
Oh, I removed Andrew. That was a genuine mistake.
Now it's a stream.
No. Are you gonna let me pin you? Hold on. Solo layout.
I don't know if you could see it very well, but
Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, so good, dude.
it's gonna be.
They're furries.
It's Crom versus this wolf creature with a hot babe.
It's
that
not a
he's-
furry. It's a man-like beast with a furry body
It's a
and an
cat
animal
girl.
head.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scan this in and I'm gonna resize and put it onto a regular piece. But this is just layouts of what I wanted it to look like, and it actually came out really good. I like the wolf's hand.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
that
cool.
looks great, dude.
So I just gotta find.
It's really good, Andrew.
I
Good
gotta
sketch.
find my scan. Yeah, I haven't drawn in so long. Don't discourage me from drawing,
No,
motherfuckers.
man, you
I'm
can't stop
not.
drawing. You can't stop drawing. You probably draw more than any of us, bro.
I don't think so. I did at one point. Yeah.
This is Frank Miller.
See, this stream inspired me to do an illustration. Hopefully, I'll have it done and share
Who
with
is
you guys next week.
Who is this? It's Todd McFarlane. I'm an asshole. There you go. Obviously, Todd McFarlane.
It's still pretty good.
Yeah, he did an issue of Daredevil,
Yeah.
just like he did an issue of G.I. Joe, and he did an issue of Spitfighter and the Troubleshooters.
Yeah.
It's still pretty good. I mean, it's got problems, but Al Milgram, that's part
There's
of
your
it.
problem.
There's certain people Al Milgram does not gel with.
Yeah.
There's certain people he does. And there's other people he does not. And
This
when
is
he
for
does
Andrew.
it, you know.
Hold on. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
This one's for Andrew.
Oh, is that Fish Police?
It's totally Fish Police by Mike Mignola.
What am I looking at?
It's Fish Police by Mike Mignola.
Yeah, the crazy thing is I've seen that before. That's awesome.
Isn't that great? Yeah. Hey, MK says nice work on the for Andrew. But yeah, isn't that like early Mignola? Fish Police. Did you ever see Fish Police, Avery?
I don't think so.
Oh, it's a wacky book.
If
Andrew
I
had the
have,
whole
I don't,
series.
if I have, I don't remember. Like I memory hold it.
Yeah.
It was an independent comic that Marvel got the license to do it for a while.
Oh, Cosmic Odyssey, Mike Mignola.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
This is when Mike Mignola came into his style.
Yeah.
This look how he cut off the chin there. That's such a cool shot. Yeah, this is some legendary shit. Like Cosmic Odyssey is kind of what started his whole
I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah.
This whole thing.
The style we know.
Yeah. Cosmic Odyssey is the shit.
And that was a prestige format
Yeah.
miniseries.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's really good.
He's like laying back. Like, that's just so dope, dude. Dark side.
Yeah, Mike Mignola draws a really good dark side, I think.
Yeah, he does. God, man. This is when comics were just so good. Mike Mignola, and this is Mark Badger, and the Doctor Strange.
Well, in the 80s and the early 90s, all through the 80s and the early 90s, you had a lot of people who had mastered the craft, all still working at the same time and producing stuff.
Yeah. MK is like Fish Police. Yeah, I don't know if you never saw Fish Police, MK. I didn't think it was that rare because I was just exposed to it, but yeah, I guess it was pretty a rare thing back then. Look at that.
It's also simple, but it's great.
Yeah.
Such a great use of negative space.
Yeah, man. Just he used to draw so realistic too. It's so weird.
Yeah.
I have a few other Mignolas here. This is a original sketch from 2008 that I was like, oh, I would love this. Like part 2, it's Fin Fang Fooms. This is Mike Mignola now, basically, right?
Yep. Where his stuff is just super stripped down.
And a loving tribute to Jack Kirby monsters.
Fin Fang Foom.
Look at his lettering.
Yeah, it's good.
Right, just a tiny little drawing, but isn't that cool?
Yep.
Master of black space. So good. And even that little sketch, how big is this? It's probably tiny. It's 5x7 and it's like $900.
Oh my god. The guy could wipe his ass on a piece of paper and it'd sell for thousands.
Yeah, and this is when he is actually trying.
Yeah, that's one like I would love to have. Something like that.
You know what blows my mind? And I don't understand, to be honest with you. Is like I've been studying inks and looking for like how to blend different inks to get perfect blacks. And it's not that hard. It's totally achievable. And Mike Mignola, who's incredibly anal with his drawing. It looks really loose, but he's like incredibly anal with his drawing. Like he outlines, if you notice, he like outlines all of the solid shapes with a pen.
Yeah.
And then just fills it in with brush, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, and I know it goes black. It goes black on the final piece, but look how watery and like he doesn't give a shit. Like his, it's like a painting. I don't understand what his thought process is.
Yeah, why he doesn't go over it with another type of ink so it's a flat matte.
Or just mix the ink so that it's a flat matte on his first pass.
Yeah.
Like I'm just curious as to what like. You know what I mean? Like it's just a strange
his
point.
anal retentiveness disappears.
Right. It's like he just wants to see all the brushstrokes.
Maybe
Because this would drive me nuts.
Yeah, you would have a stroke.
Yeah, like look at that. Like that solid black, like the blacks right here, like popping out like that would drive me nuts.
Yeah.
Or I would just have to like really want to see it. You know what I mean? Like it's paint. Maybe it's just turns it into a painting for him.
Hey Todd, you get a second? Share my screen. I'm gonna show you what the original.
MK says he loves it. He knows the snorks.
What the original Fish Police looked like.
Yep, there you go.
And then this is the Marvel.
I kind of remember it.
This is the Marvel version.
Yep.
And it says, as seen on TV. They actually made a cartoon out of it.
Oh, wow.
Believe it or not.
I don't remember a cartoon. I vaguely remember that.
Yep.
Very vaguely.
So crazy.
Thank you, Todd.
Yeah, awesome. Good research. Did you hear what we were saying about Mignola's brushstrokes? Andrew?
What were you saying?
Well, that I don't know. Like he's such an anal retentive artist to the point where he even like he outlines his black areas before he fills it with black ink. Right? He draws the whole thing in ink before he fills it in with black. But then when he gets to the ink, like the actual brush, like it's not matte black. It's super watery, and he doesn't really care. And I mean, I know it doesn't matter because in production it's all solid black. But for someone that's such an anal retentive artist, who's a real perfectionist when it comes to his design, it's really strange to me that he like doesn't like the all the black splotchiness doesn't bother.
And that really looks like Higgins ink.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He uses Higgins. That's all he uses.
Yeah, in Higgins to me is
trash.
Shit, I hate it.
I'm just curious. I don't know.
The only reason I would have Higgins is to dip my brush in instead of water before I put it back into the ink I really like.
Right. Like, look, same thing, right? Like here's one of his. This is one of his Wake the Devil pages. And it's a little like he does look like he went over it a little bit, but like it's really just like I mean,
it's
I
all
guess
dark gray, not black.
I guess if he's so dark, it adds a little bit of variety when you see the originals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It adds a little more life to the original, maybe, because it's so dark.
That, and once he's to the inking, it's like Frank Miller. It's got to be done for production. Get it done. Get it out the door.
Yeah.
Go to print.
Yeah.
It's where he saves time because he's so anal retentive with his writing and his composition.
Yeah. That the ink is just like get it done quick.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. So he doesn't even have time. He doesn't even want to mix because then he's going to be worried about creating flat black as opposed to just getting the page done. Maybe you're right. Look how brilliant that panel is.
Because when it comes to the writing process for Hellboy and the research he puts into it and how he plans a page, he takes for fucking ever to draw something that simple because he plans it out very carefully.
Yeah.
And does sometimes there's multiple passes at some of these pages and things.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're totally right. You're absolutely true. It's just, I mean, it's a master. You're looking at a masterwork, right? Like this guy at this point, like literally, look, it's a perfect composition. There's nothing remotely off about the composition. You know what I mean? Like it's just,
and there's not one piece of information there you don't need.
Right.
It's all the information you need, nothing you don't, and it's pure composition.
Yeah.
And storytelling. There's nothing else.
God, he's such a good artist.
He sets a tone, and that's it.
This I thought was gonna be good. It's Rags Morales from Forgotten Realms back in the day.
Oh wow.
CSR. But it was a cool image.
Yeah, it's really good.
Like, look at this character, this woman. Like, that's a tremendously difficult pose.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Looks like an AI can make that. So I thought this George Perez was really cool, and I hadn't seen this, but I bet Andrew has. Teen Titans 50.
Oh, that's really good.
The panel is in the lettering of the title, so it's called "We Are." I can't read it.
We are gathered here.
We are gathered here. Thank you. Today, right? But look at this. This is what's so crazy. So it's in the panel, right? And they're walking down. They're coming down the stairs. And then like the it says today, but the bars, it's a crazy composition, right?
Yeah, it's really good.
Isn't that insane?
Breaking news on the news, there's video of a chocolate factory explosion. I don't know, guys, if you guys have heard about this, but I'm not sure exactly where it's at, but a chocolate factory exploded. My mother-in-law is very concerned.
It's just more food exploding. It's fine.
Your chocolate rations will be increased from 2 to 3.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, says Andrew Ray. Yeah, I was just watching the video of the building exploding, or part of the building exploding. It's crazy.
I'm sure it's fine.
I'm sure it's important. That's why I brought it up.
I love this page, man. That's so good. Whatever.
As you guys know, Todd gives a crap
No, I do. I'm just, it's just more food.
about the things I say are
I don't know
important.
why. I don't know what happened the last couple of years to make food so explosive. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot though, isn't it? Like it's happening a lot
All the time, and there's like train derailments every freaking day. It's just
supply lines keep getting damaged.
I'm
Weird.
sure it's total coincidence.
Weird. Food storage warehouses are burning down.
Yep.
Weird. Manufacturing's burning down. Weird.
Oh, hey, look, Joe Quesada, the Rain number 6.
Yeah, I know. Oh, that's good though.
Yeah, dude, this is his first stuff. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Quesadilla.
God, I love those big ass hands.
I
Remember
know,
those?
dude. He was so good when he was doing this stuff. Even Ash was pretty good. It's John Romita Jr. Uncanny X-Men. Look at that Wolverine in that first panel.
Dogs and cats living together. Oh yeah, that's good.
Look at that. Every X-Men gets a panel. Isn't that cool?
Yep.
Kitty Pryde, Colossus. He really is a good artist, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Little past his prime now, just saying.
Now it really depends on who inks him.
Yeah.
Who is that? I'm sorry, I missed.
John Romita Jr.
Junior.
Oh,
X-Men. This is
JR.
another this is another X. That was an early X-Men. This is sort of his 90s X-Men.
have you guys ever read or checked out his creator-owned work, the gray area?
I saw it. I don't remember off the top of my head, but
It's
yeah.
not very memorable, but
Yeah.
I have a copy of the trade where it collects the 3 issues,
Mhm.
and I was trying really hard to read it.
Mhm.
It wasn't happening.
It was that bad.
That looks better than I remember that era X-Men stuff.
Oh, I love this era X-Men with his stuff. It's really good, man. You should go back and check it out. It's really not bad at all.
Or I should see it in black and white, not color.
Yeah, maybe. Punisher Warzone, John Romita. This was another run that I thought he did great on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I like him on characters like that, like Daredevil, Punisher.
Yeah. Look how big that gun pouch is.
Look how huge he draws Punisher, though. Like, Punisher's just like a freaking wall.
Yeah, that's great. So good. Daredevil, Man Without Fear. Romita Jr. This is probably his best.
Who has those pages and they're giving them up, man? That's
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
Yeah. Depends on what you paid for him. If you bought him in the days when you could have got it for a couple of $100.
But this is why I think there's so many John Romitas and stuff. Like I kind of like, well, maybe he's giving him away. I don't know. It's another. I mean, there's a ton of John Romitas in this drop, but this is a Spider-Man John Romita. Like this one actually was pretty good too. His Spider-Man run was actually pretty good. He's had plenty of good runs, you know.
And multiple runs on some of the same books. Like
Yeah.
he did a run on the book, then like a decade later he came back to that book.
Mhm.
Yeah, his Spider-Man run was actually really nice. I really liked it. Like this Spider-Man shot of him ripping out the thing, like that's really, really good. You know, like I know it's like super loose, like ink-wise and stuff, but that's just a great shot.
Like how far apart were his two Uncanny X-Men runs? Almost 2 decades, weren't they?
A couple decades, yeah.
Nice.
Elektra Assassin.
Yeah.
So this is a classic book. This is like an absolute classic book. If you guys have not seen Elektra Assassin from Bill Sienkiewicz, you have to
Frank
get it.
Miller.
Yeah.
Written by Frank Miller.
Yeah,
Art
you
by
have
Bill
to just find it, man. It's such an eclectic book. It's brilliant. So good. And weird and just it's a masterwork. It's another masterwork.
Yeah.
They have a artist edition of this now, don't they?
What?
Yeah. Didn't we see that at where do we see that, Andrew? The Elektra artist edition.
New York.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But it's very rare. Like I have not seen it that much. And look at that. Oh, he did this on Arch's paper, dude. That's not even comic paper. I don't think. Mark Silvestri.
I love those issues of Uncanny X-Men, dude. They're so good.
Yeah, they're my favorites. They're some of my favorites for sure. It's a kind of a boring page, but
Yeah, it's still, I still like the ink lines and stuff there. That's a good page.
yeah. Again, with the anatomy, so perfect.
Yep. When Storm was the leader.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked Storm as the leader more than Cyclops.
Mm-hmm. God, look at that.
I love that effect, dude, where he drew the silhouette of Storm in the sky.
I know, right? So this is like a really good page.
Mhm.
Look at those arms. Like it's so Silvestri, but you know what I
Oh,
mean?
this is from Inferno.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fighting the Marauders, which
Yeah.
is so weird that they took. There's an X team called the Marauders who took the name of a team that slaughtered mutants and slaughtered the Morlocks
Right.
and almost killed several X-Men.
No, you're assuming that people read the past books.
It just makes no sense to me. It's like if a bunch of Jews teamed up and said, we're going to call ourselves, teamed up with like, and isn't Sabretooth on the team of the Marauders?
Probably.
Yes.
And he
Yes.
was one of the original Marauders. So it's like a bunch of Jews teamed up with Himmler and called themselves the SS.
It kind of is, yeah. MK says, yeah, preferred Storm as leader. I did too, man. I really like Storm as a leader. Just so good.
Yeah, like whoever came up with that idea for a book is
A little stupid.
yeah, it's like because that was, that's when some of the X-Men left, like to go heal and ended up being separate and became Excalibur. See, there's the mailbox. See,
You got the mailbox.
the mailbox ate the guy.
You got the mailbox.
And it was a fire hydrant that beat up the dog.
Yeah. You got. I can't believe we actually found the original page to the mailbox and the fire hydrant.
See, there's the fire hydrant. I can't believe it's for sale. How much?
Like how random. Like we're just talking about it and it's up for sale. How funny is that, dude? Look at the dog. It's like a cartoon dog. Like
Yeah, and a cartoon fire hydrant. But this is what was happening all in New York.
Yeah.
During Inferno.
Oh, so good. Look at that face.
All right, I got to show you guys something real quick.
All right. Hold on. Let me. That anyway is the last page that I have.
Really?
How is that for a drop?
I need that page. 1600.
Yeah. you can. Well, that's what it's for sale now.
Yeah.
It's got 8 days left.
It'll probably go for closer to 5 to 10.
Yep. Well, it'll probably. I usually say double triple, so it's probably gonna be 36 to 5. That looks great, dude.
So this is the layout.
Yeah.
Adding the girl, is that too much?
No, it looks great that way.
Okay.
Yeah, that looks great. So now explain what you're doing. So you scanned it in. Are you going to reprint it out and draw it on paper, or like what's the process?
Well, I have a really shitty scanner. So what I did is I had to scan this as 3 different pages, and then I cut each piece out and then layered it on top of each other and rearranged it, resized it to where I want it to be, where it takes up the whole page. This is 11 by 15 because I have some 11 by 15 watercolor Bristol paper.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my layout, my sketch, and I'm going to probably print it out and then light table it at the store tomorrow. But this is the beginning of an idea for a sketch.
I love
for
it.
A drawing.
I love it. I loved seeing you draw. Look how good that is. What do you think, Dusty?
Yeah, it's pretty darn good.
But I kind of want to do the werewolf character as like a Mike Mignola, like really, really dark blacks, like
sure.
And yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it comes out.
Yeah, it's wicked, bro. That's a really good sketch.
I'm actually kind of not liking the chick.
No, I like the chick.
I like the werewolf enough or the wolf creature enough that.
I like the chick in it personally.
Yeah, I didn't draw her very well. I may have to redo her. Or make her smaller.
No, don't make her smaller.
MK says, LOL, awesome, very cool. And then Galaxy says, so good. But why don't we ask, hey, Galaxy, MK, Rageous, do you like it better with the chick or without the chick? MK says, look forward to seeing it when you're done and progress. I think you should keep the female in there. I think it's it adds a little bit of balance and it adds a little bit of composition to it. MK says with. And Willie D says looks cool with.
Okay.
So everyone thinks you should keep the female in there, I think. And Galaxy says with as well. Galaxy said with. So it's unanimous that you should keep the girl in there.
All right.
Yeah, that's wicked, bro. That's
okay.
So cool looking. See, this is the thing. Like Andrew will print that out and he'll go straight to ink.
Well, no, I'll do a pencil. I'll redo the layout in pencil again, refining everything, and then I'll go right to ink.
Yeah, yeah. Not like
Because
me.
I did an image of Hawkeye, my Hawkeye, and I did a real quick layout, and then I printed it out, and then I did this, which is like a real quick.
Wait, hold on.
pencil.
I can't.
Okay.
Let me put you on solo because it darkened. Your camera darkened up.
So it's a real quick layout of him where I tightened up the image.
Oh, that looks great, man.
And now I just have to go right to inking. But there's supposed to be my plan is to put a watercolor or a gray tone wash silhouette of a snake behind him.
Oh wow.
So, kind of like he's fighting a snake, but I just haven't gotten to the inking part. I've literally had that part of it done for months now, and I just haven't gotten to that part yet.
No time like the present.
Yeah, I know. But I was talking to Avery about last weekend. I've been doing more drawing at the store.
Good.
When I can, and so the goal is to. Actually, I have there's a video on my Misfit Corner Comics channel. It's a short of me drawing Crom at the store, and I think as of right now it has 0 views, and it's been up for a week. So,
that's all right.
I know.
You
want to see it?
Yeah, sure. No, I'm just kidding. Of course.
We're already over, so I don't mind if you want to just not do
it. Well, yeah, we can look at it, but really quick though, Avery, please remind me, did you show those pages you were working on publicly? Did we show those?
Did we share those on stream?
I don't think we did. Can you
I
share
don't
them?
remember. I don't
think we did. I don't think we did.
Are you allowed to share them? Because I would love to see what MK and Galaxy and Willie and everybody thinks.
I'll show them anyway.
Yeah, can you show them?
I don't think it. I know we've shown some of them. I don't know if we showed the last 2 pages I'd gotten done.
Oh, okay. Yeah, show whatever you want to show. I think people would love it, man, because your stuff is great. So
I'm not sure. I don't remember. We could have shown those last couple of pages. I just don't remember.
All right, we'll put it up. Let's do it. Galaxy says show us, and MK says post the link. We'll get you views for Andrew. All right, so I guess Avery's gonna pull it up real quick. These pages. So I'll set the stage. These pages are freaking amazing, and I've already begged Avery to use this style that he's playing with now for the next book that he does for adult fantasy. So thinking like I don't know what the book's gonna be yet. It might be another Devoid book, but we don't know yet. But it's gonna look wicked. So Andrew's, I guess Avery, while you're pulling that up, I'll show Andrew's video. Do you need a minute?
Yeah,
I'm already sharing.
You are? Oh shit! There it is. It's down there. It was sorry, I didn't see it. It was below the fold. All right, here we go.
So bad. He's so bad.
Well, whatever. Look at this, dude. Are you kidding? It's so good.
This is for Raid of the White Leopard. If you go to my Twitter, you can find a link to the sign-up page for this book.
Ah, so good. It's so expressive, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to let it just be really rough and crazy.
Now, is this going to be colored?
No.
Good.
Yeah,
good.
I like your stuff in black and white, man. It's so powerful. Willie D. MK says, wow. Willie D says, nice. Galaxy says, that's amazing. Yeah, it's so good, dude.
There's a sign-up page. I've been retweeting it from the writer on my Twitter. So if you find my Twitter, it's on there. And the book I'm going to be inking for the Lost Pages 3, I've been retweeting that too, because I'm going to be inking Dan Dahl on the ash can for the people that comes with that.
Nice.
For the Lost Pages 3 campaign.
Galaxy says, love how saturated the blacks are.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I
says,
can show some more
epic.
pages from it.
Do it. And MK says epic in black and white.
Here's page 5.
Yeah, there's just something so good about it. Like most books have to be in color because the black and white pages don't look that good. But when it's like this, there's you add color and it takes it away. God, dude, look at that. Oh, so good.
This project hasn't been that has been kind of fun to work on. Like I've been messing with a lot of negative space in this one too, you know.
I like it, man. You always, I mean, do you do like what a lot of people like? I always respected someone like Joe Madureira who just would find a panel on a page that he just didn't want to draw and just would shadow the whole thing in.
Yeah,
it's pretty much it. Yeah.
I was just like, most of this is two people fighting, so I'm going to be drawing the same two people with hints of background over and over and over. Well, we know I established what these guys look like, so in some of these panels, I can just make them silhouettes, especially since he's all in dark colors and he's all in white.
Mm-hmm. MK says, man's got skills. Yeah, he does. Look at that. Ugh. That whiteout hand is sick.
Yeah, I liked that one too. And of course, I zip tones for the backgrounds. And
it's so good.
Thank you.
Damn, dude.
It's kind of a neat process because I'll put everything together in Photoshop and then print it out and then go back into it with like whiteout and shit.
Yeah.
And maybe draw back into it a little bit in some places.
You're painting. It's painting.
Yeah. And then I'll scan it back in and add more zipatone to it.
Yeah, that's freaking wicked. Let's see. Here, Andrew, I'm going to share for you.
Yep. Let's see it.
All right. Well, you're muted, Andrew.
It's got loud rocking music, so.
Okay.
Rocking.
Where's the pencil? You're just inking straight?
No,
that's a pencil. That's a pencil.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Thanks for interrupting. Everybody
yeah.
was enjoying the vibe. I mean,
You're
Dusty
welcome.
up there was bobbing and back and
Yeah,
forth.
can we restart the vibe?
All right, restart the vibe. Todd ruined the vibe. It's
I don't know
fine.
if I don't know if you can restart a short, to be honest with
Just
you.
refresh the page. That's sick, dude. You shifted pencils? That was great, man.
What?
That was great. I was wondering why you changed pencils.
I didn't. Well, yeah, because I ran out of lead in the one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
MK says, dude, how cool.
Nice.
Those are just like junky old pencils, right? Like nothing
Oh
special.
yeah,
Yeah.
nothing
That's
special.
amazing. You can do that with just a regular old pencil.
I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Special tools.
Oh yeah. Dude, I love cheap mechanical pencils for
Yeah, my
that's what I
pens,
used to.
my pens of choice are Uniballs, Sharpies, and Uniballs. That's it. Balls. And the pencils are just simple mechanical pencils.
As long as it has one ball, Andrew will use it.
Well, more than one ball, and I get jealous.
More than two, you've got cancer.
No. No.
We almost made it, folks.
Oh God.
We almost made it.
Avery for the win. It's Friday night.
Oh, MK says, Drew, what did you use on the dragon one I have? That was all straight pencils. Just straight pencil.
Nice.
Yep. In my book Hero, Todd, if I could take just a quick second to explain that.
No, go for it.
One of the things we did in each of the books, in book one, we did a story, what we called a story within a story, in which a character tells a story. And one of the things I did is I used a different technique for the drawing. Like in the first book, the story within a story, all the panels were done with a charcoal pencil. So it gave it a little bit of different texture. In the second book, the story within a story was all thick black lines. In the third book, the story within a story is all just straight pencil. Yeah. So I use different mediums in order to convey the story within a story. And the particular one that he bought, that the giant snapping turtle, which is our dragon, was straight, nothing but pencils. No inks, no nothing, just full on pencils. It's a cool page.
Yeah, man, it's so good.
Yep,
good stuff, dude. We gotta get you working on that book.
Yeah, I know.
It's okay. You got your eyesight's doing well, you know.
I talked to my accountant about quitting my day job to spend time doing my drawing.
Uh-huh.
And I told my wife that she neither said it was a good idea or a bad idea. She did not take a side.
Mm-hmm.
But she did point out the fact that I make good money at my day job. Yeah. And though she was impressed at how much money I made off of YouTube last year, it's nothing compared to what I make at the day job. So
yeah, it'll get there, man.
I know.
Keep growing. You'll get there, dude. You'll get there.
That's the
patience and perseverance.
That's right. I am nothing without patience and perseverance. That's how I got a woman to fall in love with me and marry me.
That and chloroform.
That and the illicit drugs I put in her Diet Cokes. So yeah.
Rohypnol.
You know, there are days when I could see it in her eyes where she's starting to wake up from the fog, and I'm like, oh shit, gotta go drug her again real quick.
Thank you, everybody. MK says, pull the Cosby.
Pull the Cosby. Does this Coke taste funny to you?
See, Cosby's only mistake was he didn't keep on drugging the person.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No. Disavow.
I do not agree with any of the statements made here tonight.
Anything he's saying. Oh, God. Well, it's Friday. Thank you guys for a good laugh. Artwork, fun, humor, and, you know, trying not to get banned from YouTube.
Charges.
Oh, God. This is awesome, guys.
Thank God we don't have an HR department.
Yeah, right. For real. I guess, maybe. Be careful. It might be a law soon. Dusty's MK says, life choices, Dusty. Life choices.
Think about it every day.
You know, the funny thing is my kids used to always ask, Daddy, why does Mommy not remember our names? I'm like, shh. Let's not talk about
No. He's just trying to get kicked now.
He's just trying.
He's just trying to get kicked now. He's loving it. Anyway, guys, I love you. Happy Friday. I'm going to end this before Andrew says something wrong.
She just came in. She must have heard me talking. Just slammed
Now
on
you're in
the
trouble.
door.
You just heard that, dude.
You stuck
Why
her
are you
head
in
in the door.
trouble?
She's like, "What the fuck?"
Hi, babe. I love you.
Remember
It's a joke here. It's a joke. I swear to God, it's a joke.
Bye, everybody. We love you. Take care. Happy Friday.
Andrew's